Hi everybody, this is Sandy McManus with needsaribbon.com, and I'm coming to you for another edition of Coffee Break, where in 15 minutes or less I show you how to make a card or another type of project. Today our project features as of the filming, some items are retired, but I know many of you have these items, so I still thought it was worthy to show you what you can do with this. It uses the Vases punch, which is not retired. That is still current as of filming, which is August 2020. And Varied Vases photopolymer stamp set, which just retired in June. So again, I know quite a few of you have that. And it uses Blueberry Bushel color, which again, just retired. But again, just because it's retired for me doesn't mean it's retired for you. So let's get started. And I'm using one of our 6x6 in color paper stacks that again is retired. So let me get my supplies. This was actually from a class that I was calling my ribbon retreat last winter until the pandemic hit. And so I thought, it's a really cute project. And even if you don't like the layout for the Vases stamp set, maybe you'd like it for something else. So here is the card. And again, this is in color. It was a 6x6 paper stack of our 5 in colors that went from 2018 to 2020. Yes, that's correct. And actually, maybe this time I'll put the script on the outside. That one's short a DSP paper. Okay, maybe we won't do blue. I thought I had enough. Apparently I'm short a color. Okay, so we will do the pineapple punch card instead. And that is not a problem. I have all the supplies here. Just need to switch out to my pineapple punch ink pad, my pineapple punch ribbon, and I have all my in color markers. So, oh wow, guess I never used that. Well, today's a first for everything. I can still use. Sorry, I thought I was prepared and I thought I had all the supplies. Oh well. I'm going to use the gingham just because in this light, this diamond pattern, dotted dash diamond pattern doesn't show up very well, but I'm going to use the gingham just because it is a little brighter. And we're going to attach our first layer. And again, like all my other coffee break videos, the recipe for this project will be at the end of the video. And we'll attach that to our card base. And we can attach this stuff. Yeah, I'll use it's like chicken wire fence, farm fence, chain link fence almost pattern. It's really not, it's more of a mosaic, but gosh, this pineapple punch paper looks very punchy in the studio lights. And attach that. And I'm going to go ahead and just layer that on right now just so I can get it out of the way. And we'll just add that so it's about 1/8 of an inch in from all 3 sides. Next up, we need to, and that's that layer, and we need to stamp the stems. Oh, if I didn't show the stamp set, maybe I did. This is it. Punch that coordinates with these 3 items and various base fillers and some edges and some sayings. it was a very cute set, and it was $1 million seller stamp set. So for these stems, we're stamping that in Memento. Oops, not drop on our project. And it line it up. I thought I had a tip. Nope. So somewhere about 3/4 of an inch from the top, it looks like, is the best line up. Not so bad. Pretty good for eyeballing it. And of course, if you had a Stamparatus, you could get that exactly where you want it. And next I'm going to stamp my greeting. That is, yep, that is correct. Just making sure. It's like triple checking. Next I need to stamp my greeting. And oops. And both this and these two pieces were cut the same size, and there is a reason for that. Okay, let's stamp our greeting. The greeting says, "Hoping your day blooms with happiness." We're going to stamp that also in Memento, and don't forget Memento ink takes a few seconds to dry. 10 seconds maybe for it to soak in the paper and dry. Some of our other inks, it's a lot quicker. Just, I found that, you know, sometimes I've smudged if I've tried to touch it too quick. And that might be a little crooked because I was trying to see over the camera. Okay, we are done with our Memento ink now. Next, we need to stamp our vases and line up bottom of block with paper. So I'm going to take and boy, I haven't touched this card. I'm kind of relearning with everybody. Line up bottom. Okay, because I know the punches everything upside down. So let's line up. I have this set so it exactly matches. And how I did that, actually, that's a good tip. So I'm not going to do it right now, but I took and punched this out and then laid my stamps kind of face up, or, you know, flipped everything reverse and then put the block down on top. That's how you can line up. I'm a little nervous. Line up bottom of block with paper. I'm assuming since my note says that way, we went it that way. Okay. That is good to know. Oops. Okay. Line up bottom of block with paper. And see, my block is about the width of the paper and the width of the punch. And I hope that comes out right. So, nope. It gets stamped upside down. You know what? We have two sides. Hello. So, then we stamp upside down too. Sorry about that. That's a good tip. So, look at that. You can already see. Then you have that little edge of the paper to help position your stamped images right in those punch windows. It's done. No. I think I'm done with the Pineapple Punch ink. And these are my correct stamped images. So we'll set aside the stray stuff. So we need to next color in our flowers using our Pineapple Punch marker. And I really hope you are enjoying this video series. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet and to the point. This is a very tone-on-tone color card too. So color in our little flowers. We're not aiming for perfection here. We're just aiming for done and cute. Okay, we're done with our marker. I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the Pineapple Punch layer just because we're going to be adding dimension and it just makes sense to do that first. And center that, leaving about an 1/8 inch border around. And we need some dimensionals. Does anyone know the dimensional item number? I do. 104430. I have written that down so many times over the years that it is indelled into my head, along with the item number 4. Whisper white paper, which is 100730. Black is 121045. And I believe very vanilla paper cardstock is 101650. Anyone wants to check me on that? You may do so. I found when I was lining this up to do the middle one first, just in case you're a little off. Oops. Little dimensional backing there. And I would center it. And then line up the bottom of your vases if that's the look you're going for, which in my case I was. And let's go ahead and attach that. Probably could have attached it first, that way I'm not dealing with the bumpy dimension of the vases. And that just gets centered on the front of our card. And to center, I line up usually one of my diagonal corners or both, but if you line up one, that usually is enough to guide you. That's just a little tip from me to you. Next up, and our time is almost up. This one was a little more complicated. Next up, we have the brand new Pineapple Punch 1/8 inch grosgrain ribbon, which is, as of this video filming, retired. I love ribbon. I'm not needs ribbon for nothing. And I love grosgrain ribbon. Something about the texture of it and the way it ties and lays, just, I don't know. Harkens back to my childhood somehow. And let's give that ribbon a little trim. And we're going to attach that with a glue dot. Almost done. I hope I don't go over. That would make me very sad. So I put that at the bottom there, and we're going to attach some rhinestones to our flowers. And what are the rules on accent elements, stamped images, and all of that? If you've been watching me or been with me for a number of years, the rule of odds, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. So we need 3 of these. And they're not playing very nice today. So we'll put one in the center of that flower. We'll put one here. Maybe not. We'll put one there. And we'll put one there. And this ends our coffee break for today, showing you the Varied Vases stamp set and the Vases punch. Thank you for joining me.